Everyone online is screaming, "Quit porn! It's evil! It's ruining your life!" But here's what no one tells you. Quitting porn without rewiring your brain can be just as dangerous. Because if you remove the addiction but not the reason behind it, you don't become free. You just become empty. This video isn't some feel-good detox talk. This is about taking control of your mind like a man. Not to avoid urges, but to reprogram the system that made you a slave to them in the first place. Let's begin. 1. The real enemy isn't porn. It's dopamine misuse. Porn was never your main problem. It's a symptom, a reflection of a deeper issue. Dopamine imbalance. Your brain has one mission: to chase pleasure and avoid pain. And when you flood it daily with endless pixels and fake intimacy, your brain gets hijacked. You've basically trained your mind to believe that discomfort equals danger and that the only safety is instant pleasure. So when you quit cold turkey without fixing that imbalance, your brain panics. You feel depressed, anxious, and numb. You think you're healing, but you're actually starving your reward system. The truth is, your brain doesn't care about porn. It cares about dopamine. You have to replace that source, not just delete. You don't quit porn. You outgrow it by feeding your brain real dopamine, discipline, purpose, and progress. 2. The 10-second rewire trick. Whenever that urge hits, don't fight it. Don't touch your phone. Don't distract yourself. Just pause and breathe. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth. Unclench your jaw. Lift your shoulders up and drop them down. Now inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 8. You've just interrupted your limbic system. This is called dopamine downregulation. The moment your brain realizes no reward is coming, that's when control returns to you. Each time you do this, you teach your brain that it's stronger than the urge. You're not avoiding temptation. You're reprogramming your nervous system to obey you. That's the difference between a slave and a man in control. 3. Control your environment, or it will control you. You can't fight addiction if your triggers are sitting in your pocket. If you can access porn in 2 clicks, you've already lost. The smartest men create friction. They design their environment to force discipline, turn off private tabs, block the sites. Keep your phone out of reach when you sleep. This isn't about weakness, it's about control. You can't meditate next to a loaded gun. Remove temptation until your brain no longer craves it. Because the environment you allow becomes the man you become. 4. The dopamine reset walk. You think you're addicted to porn? No, you're addicted to stimulation. You can't sit still. You eat while scrolling. You need noise, lights, chaos, just to feel alive. That's dopamine fatigue. Your brain's reward system is fried. So here's your fix. Go for a 30-minute walk with no phone, no music, no stimulation. Observe everything. The sound of footsteps, the air, the trees, your heartbeat. When your mind drifts, bring it back. That's dopamine repair. You're teaching your brain to find peace in silence. You'll notice after a few days, you start to feel grounded again. You stop chasing highs and start living in control. That's the moment your brain starts healing. 5. Journal your darkness. Every addiction begins with emotion. You don't crave porn. You crave escape from stress, from loneliness, from rejection. So, write this down. Open a blank note or paper and answer these 5 questions. 1. What kind of content specifically pulls me in? 2. Why does it attract me? 3. What emotion am I trying to escape? 4. What am I afraid to feel without it? 5. What would happen if I faced that feeling instead? You'll start noticing something powerful. Your kinks are just emotional mirrors, reflections of your past pain, trauma, or unmet needs. This isn't nofap. This is emotional debugging. You're no longer a boy hiding from pain. You're a man facing it head-on. 6. The Spartan morning. There are 2 types of men: those who start their day controlled by dopamine, and those who command it. You wake up and instantly grab your phone, you're done. Your brain is already in reward mode before you've even moved. You want to dominate your urges? Then dominate your mornings. Here's how. No phone for the first 90 minutes. No sugar, no screen, no noise. Move your body, stretch, walk, or do push-ups. Hydrate, breathe, and plan your day in silence. That's the Spartan morning. You're not running from urges anymore. You're building an inner empire that doesn't need them. When your morning is disciplined, your mind becomes a weapon. 7. The flatline phase. One day the urges will disappear. You'll feel empty, emotionless, unmotivated. That's not failure. That's the flatline. Your brain rebooting. You see, your brain has been overstimulated for years. When you remove the flood of dopamine, it goes quiet before it balances again. Don't panic. Don't relapse. Stay still. You're not dying. You're resetting. That silence means your system is healing. Your brain is learning to feel again. And that's when true strength begins. 8. The emotional reframe. The urge you feel. It was never about sex. It was about escape. When you feel that craving, don't run from it. Ask yourself, what am I trying to avoid right now? Because when you can sit in discomfort without escaping, you've won. You've become dangerous. Because nothing can control a man who doesn't run from pain. That's when you evolve from a dopamine slave into a dopamine king. You no longer chase highs, you create them. Porn doesn't just steal your time. It steals your masculinity, your focus, your drive. But quitting blindly, without purpose, can leave you lost and broken. You don't defeat porn by avoiding it. You defeat it by understanding it, by reclaiming your mind, your body, and your discipline. Because in the end, this battle was never about lust. It was about control. You either control your mind, or it controls you. The choice has always been yours. Now tell me in the comments, are you ready to take that control back?